The victim may not be well off, but he's a noble man and straight up. There is no reason to doubt the man.
Well, I do declare the good gentleman has no reason to lie. In fact, I think he's rather splendid.
What a great evidence, man. Yeah, just look at the accused by comparison. He's Japanese. Very fishy. Wow, juror 3, come on. I'm like, not a minute in. Okay, well, like, that's racist.
There's no evidence to suggest the gangling actor is a fraudsman. For now, at least.
See, I like her. She's my favorite singer. I really don't care. I just need this trial to end quickly. 3 hours of missing time. It's nothing when you reach my age, you know. Nothing at all. Ugh, I knew it. Every single one of them seems completely convinced. For nonsensical reasons.
It would seem that all the jurors have come to the conclusion that Mr. Shamsphere is a fine, upstanding, and honest citizen. Let's besmirch his name. If you ask me, they've all been bewitched by his strange theatrical move. Oh, darn, so was I last one, wasn't I?
I mean, I wasn't bewitched. I was just saying, like, I don't hate him.
And sadly, nothing Mr. Natsume has said appears to have registered at all.
Well, here goes. Let's not forget. I pleaded with the jury on Sasaki-san's behalf before and it worked. So, you never know.
Before we begin, it might be an idea for me to remind you exactly how a summation examination works, Mr. Naruhodo.
No, I remember. We just gotta pit things against each other.
Oh. Well, you're still very new to British law, after all.
I mean, that's true, I suppose. And Sasaki-san's fate is entirely in my hands now, too. There's always a chance I may have forgotten some crucial detail. Perhaps I should hear Sato-san out. Should I let her talk me through it again, or not bother? Nah. When do I need tutorials? Well, thank you for the kind offer, Mrs. Sato. But I've been through plenty of these summation examinations already now. I think it's important that we don't delay the start any longer than necessary.
Of course, I understand. And I'm quite sure you're right. I mean, I probably needed it, but it's fine. If you're confused by anything at any point, you can turn to me for advice whenever you like. I'll be here for you.
Alright, so the key to this is really listening carefully to each juror's statement. Finding two that are contradictory and pitting the corresponding jurors against each other. Without further ado, please, counsel, proceed with summation examination. Oh, yes, on our face. Yes, my lord. Okay. Well, I guess I must just press everybody in the meantime, right?
Hold it!
Well, there are plenty of people in London who seem noble but poor. Couldn't some of them also be liars? I've no doubt about it. Like that shaky clan of yours, for example. Hey, Mr. Natsume's no liar. Look, the point is, the only thing that passed the victim's lips that night was the Japanese man's tea. When you take the gasman's testimony into account as well, the truth couldn't be any clearer. Well, that's alarmingly logical. But let me be frank here. I'm a gentleman with a gentleman's values. If it turns out that old Shakespeare's chum is a rotten liar after all, I'd gladly change my decision about the defendant. And I'm sure my fellow gentlemen on the jury would do the same. Isn't that right? Oh, well, yeah, perhaps. Well, I don't see it happening. What's that? Elderly gent on the end here, you know. You have to speak up. Look, I don't really care all about this nonsense. I just need this trial to be over. How many gentlemen do we actually have on the jury, then? All right, sir. I may hold you to that. Don't forget what you said. Okay, so he's our second one for later, then. Nice! Awesome! We got one? Okay.
I do declare a good gentleman has no reason to lie.
Hold it!
I know you're British, but you're Southern for me, okay? Are you saying that you believe the man to be trustworthy because he's rather splendid?
No, that's not what I said. The point is, the man is the victim here. What reason would he have to lie? And yes, he is rather splendid.
So you say yet again.
Meanwhile, the man who stands accused behaves so suspiciously. It's exhausting to look at him. I'm afraid he's not splendid at all.
Splendid logic there, madam. Thank you so much. Okay, not helpful. Just look at him.
Hold it!
Sir. No. Not one of those things is a reason to find the man guilty. But he is fishy. There's no point dancing around the fact. Sir. You see, you arrive at the conclusion in just 3 steps. 3 steps like a waltz, in fact. You know, the more I think about it, the more this trial seems like a dance. Well, you seem to be several steps ahead of yourself, though. And you're on the wrong foot. Hey, no. There's nothing but circumstantial evidence here. There's no actual proof of the defendant's guilt. But the victim's version of events is backed up by what the big chin man next to him says, ain't it? 1. He saw the Japanese man there. 2. He saw no one else. And 3. He saw the Japanese man there. Oh, that's another 3 steps. Well, this really does seem more and more like a waltz now, don't it? Right, and the prosecution will waltz its way to victory if I let you speak much more.
Hold it!
A fraudsman? What do you mean by that, madam? Do you know? Oh.
It really is the most tiresome problem for the company. Most irritating. We can be absolutely certain that a customer is stealing from us, but without hard evidence. We can't even threaten to take action for fear of being sued.
Wait, what? Well, I'm sorry, you've lost me a little there. Who are you?
I'm the wife of Augustus Altamont, owner of the Altamont Gas Company.
Ooh, good gracious. Altamont gas, you say?
Gas is the future of energy in this country and around the globe, but proper handling is essential. As I'm sure our employee from the East End branch office would be the first to agree.
Absolutely, Lady Quimby. Gotta be used properly. Altamont gas is the best in the world, of course. I'll do the boing thing in your chin again, it's funny.
I think you may have solved the mystery of the bow from earlier, Mr. Naruhodo.
Right, he bowed in deference to his employer's wife, did he? So would I be right in assuming that the reason Mr. Meterman was watching what Mr. Shamster was up to in his room?
I'm afraid there's no end to the lengths that the population of the East End will go in order to steal our gas. So I really have no choice when the company identifies somebody as a possible fraudsman. But to dispatch a worker to watch the suspect day and night. We're very thorough in our investigations.
So you mean Mr. Shamster is...
I wouldn't come out and say it in public.
But you can fish the sense with a grubby little gas thief. You have noticed the public gallery in here, haven't you?
The eye of a man hath not heard, the ear of a man hath not seen. Fate, wouldst thou wound me with thy words, were I to let them penetrate the skin. But seraphs hear no insults, only choirs of angels in song. We may not have evidence yet, but my workers won't stop buzzing around you until they find it. And when they do, you'll find yourself blasted back to your angelic heights of the Altamont gas explosion.
So Mr. Shamster may have been stealing gas. Well, I wonder, juror number 4, if you wouldn't mind adding that information to your statement.
My pleasure. Was it the bit about ripping that thief apart you enjoyed?
A little before the part about abject violence, if it's not too much trouble.
Yes, of course.
This could be it. This could shift the balance. Yep, so we're gonna pit that. And... alright. he's a liar, so let's go ahead and...
Objection!
Those two statements clearly contradict each other. Good gracious. Two statements to refer counsel.
Juror number 1.
What are you yelling about, lad?
I presume you heard juror number 4's statement, made by the wife of the owner of Altamont Gas.
Well, yes.
The victim, who you claim to be a noble, straight-up man, in fact turns out to be a common thief.
So the good lady says, but there's no evidence, is there? You and I both heard them say as much.
It's true. We don't have any evidence as such just yet. But the claims aren't baseless, you know.
What?
You heard me. Seeing as this operation has already been compromised, I would suggest that the court hears testimony from our East End branch office employee over there.
I'll do whatever you say, my lady. Gasman's honor.
Juror number 1, you say you're a man of your word. If I could show that Mr. Shamspeare was a liar, you assured me that you would reconsider your decision about the defendant's guilt.
Yes, I did say that. As a man of honor, I hold to it. And I'm sure the other gentlemen of the jury will.
Oh, me? Yeah. Now we found the man's a liar. Perhaps we ought to consider the matter further.
Well, if I'm perfectly honest, I haven't heard half of what you've all been saying. So the means to recap a few points that would suit me down the ground. Oh no, I ain't have no part of this. I just want this trial over and done with.
In that case, I shall change my leaning.
So, William Shamspeare, if that is your real name, we of the jury demand to know exactly what kind of a man you really are.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, that's 4 jurors. 4 for not guilty. Yes, Mr. Naruhodo. Victory!
Order, order! Well, this is quite extraordinary, I must say. As a result of the defense's summation examination, the jury's leaning has changed. Now, only 2 jurors say guilty, whilst 4 say not guilty. I therefore declare this court to be in a state of disaccord, and order the trial to continue.
Yay!
Fuzzy, because
Like, na 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 na. You're gonna miss your lunch reservations.
you have spoilt the bouquet, Mr. Shamspeare. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury now find they are unable to trust you, the victim. Ah, but you gods will give us some bolts to make us men. So God mend me, I do swear. This gasman speaketh that which concerns him most, not but gas, not but thin air. Aye, it burneth bright a while, but it hath no substance, and it doth reek foul. Oi, what'd you say? Do I take it, Mr. Shamspeare, that you deny the allegations of gas thievery? Ah, most heartedly, my lord, hast thou forgot? I am as a seraph, an angel, noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily honest of heart. Ah, you flower-mouthed pompous beanpole, just because I haven't got the evidence yet.
Mr. Shamspeare, if in fact you are not noble of mind, sweet of nature, honest of heart, if you are a liar, then your testimony should have no sway in this courtroom.
It is my considered opinion that at the present time, no other possible culprit of this crime has been identified. Have we considered, Your Highness, officer, lord, man, judge, sure?
Not Your Highness, what the heck am I thinking?
Have you considered he tried faking his death for life insurance money? Is this a thing back then? I mean, maybe? I don't know. All testimony heard by the court thus far heavily implicates the defendant. In short, it would not be unreasonable at this stage for me to rule on the case.
Huh? Oh no.
However, in light of the fact that the jury has expressed concern about the fidelity of the witness / victim, I believe it would be inappropriate for this court not to pursue the point further.
Objection!
I assure you, my lord, that would be a waste of the court's time. The gas in this case are unrelated.
Huh? Juror number 4?
Yes.
Did you say before that although you had no hard evidence to prove this man had been stealing gas, you have strong grounds for suspecting him?
That's right, we do. Don't we, worker?
Oh, she's a queen bee. Queen bee!
She's queen bee and he's worker bee. I get it. And he has a little stinger scar on his chin. And the little ascot's wings. Because her umbrella was bee-striped too. Okay, cool. I love this. Absolutely, Lady Quinby. Gasman's honor. Very well then. We will hear your testimony now. You will tell the court precisely why you believe the victim, Mr. William Shamspeare, has been stealing gas. Ah, yes, my lord, it'll be my pleasure. On the Altamont gas... If I may, my lord. Go ahead, madam. This worker's testimony may have a significant bearing on the good name of my husband's company. Therefore, I should like to take stand alongside him in a supervisory role, if you don't mind. Wahoo! Oh yeah, sweet as honey! Yeah! Very well. As an exception, I shall honor your request. Thank you, my lord. You wait till the boss gives you an earful. It's gonna sting, you mark my words. So, you will both testify before court on the subject of the legal consumption of the Altamont Gas Company's fuel. Yes. Is that clear, my good man? Clear as ultimate gas, my lady. Which is the clearest in the world.
Do you think the gas has gone to his head, Mrs. Hawthorne?
I think the man is just a very dedicated employee, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm proud to be the company's East End branch investigator and my meter monies collection agent. Altamont Gas Meters accepts threepenny bits, each coin giving customers about 2 hours of gorgeous gas. And yet, the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room didn't have a single coin in it. The meter doesn't appear to be tampered with, though, and the collection agent only has the one key. Somehow, he's using all the flaming gas he wants without paying a penny. That's not thieving, what is? Pray forgive the discourtesy. The irrelevance of this testimony caused me to turn to my hallowed chalice. What do you mean by that remark, Lord Van Zeeks? Did Soseki-san poison the gangling excuse for an actor, or didn't he? That is all that should concern this court. And yet, now we must listen to this abhorrence. Clearly what separates the vast British Empire and your eastern island nation is more than geographical distance.
Huh? But this could turn to be crucial testimony. The cross-examination must go ahead.
Do what you will. Lord Van Zeeks appears to be in a violent mood.
Well, yeah, he does. An attempted poisoning, and an incident of gas theft with no supporting evidence. It's true that they would appear completely unrelated at first glance. But I wonder, the truth has to be buried in the most unusual places. And the first step in uncovering it is to establish just who and what this man really is. A soap eater. Alright, let's press.
Proud to be investigator. Thank you. So does that mean enter people's houses in order to empty their gas meters? That I do. I try and catch people while they're in, then ask permission to come inside and do my business. Well, does that mean you've been into Mr. Natsume's room as before? As well as that of Mr. Shamspears? Well now, interesting you should bring that up. Because I couldn't believe how little money was in his meter. I mean, how the pair of them survived the winters beyond me, it really is.
Now, Mr. Natsume, he probably spent all his gas money on books.
And then when he's finished reading them, he probably burns them for warmth. You will kindly reiterate your statement about the gas meters themselves, Mr. Miedemann. Not much to say, really, but as you wish. Oh, wait, he gave us stuff already? Oh, no, he didn't. Hold it! So, all wooden houses have a gas supply? Are fitted with these gas meters?
They're the latest model, the high-tech technology developed by our company, Altamont Gas. And anyone who uses our gas will have one of these meters on their property, yes.
So if a 3-pence coin gives you 2 hours of gas, most people would use about 3 coins in a night? A bit more than that, usually. If they have both gas lights and a gas stove, that is. Well, thinking about it, Suzuki-san doesn't have a fireplace in that room of his, does he?
Some people still choose to use candles, of course, and only have gas for heating. Oh yeah, I do remember seeing candles in Mr. Natsume's room, actually.
And how does the meter and how does the money in the meter get back to you at the gas company? Every 3 days, gasmen like me visit properties on the gas supply and empty the meters of coins.
I must say, the design and manufacture of the new meter costs the company an awful lot of money. But happily, it did put a stop to people not paying their dues, for the most part.
Oh, because they have to pay in advance, you mean?
Yes, exactly right.
I didn't have a single coin in it. A lot of interest. How long has this been going on? Oh, weeks and weeks. He had bitching gas off us for ages. And you've examined the meter in Mr. Shamspears' room, I take it.
Naturally. We took it off the wall and went over it with a fine-tooth comb.
And found nothing suspicious at all, I presume.
No, I'm afraid we didn't. Which is exactly why I demanded a new type of meter to be produced. One with an indestructible lock. The Shamspears Special.
Well, that sounds like it would have cost an awful lot of 3-penny pieces.
But even after that, the rascal's meter was still empty.
I'll never forget the humiliation. When I opened up the money box, I found it there. You what? I said, you what? I had the look in his face, that swarmy smile of his. I pulled the mirror straight off the wall and took it back to the office. But you know what? Nothing. Not a trace of being jimmied open anywhere, not a single sign. What was happening to my salary result? Down by 3 shillings a day. Wait, hold on. I don't really know how much a 3-penny piece thingy they're saying is. But I'm guessing it's this shaped. So, is what's-his-face making fake money out of soap? Did I investigate this little hole right here? It's a bar of soap. When I first found it, I could have sworn there was some sort of round disc in this depression just here. Oh right, a red one!
Yes, you're right. I remember it too. And now the depression is completely empty.
Where could the disc have gone? Well, okay, we solved this question. Okay, cool. So that's what he was doing. Alright, also... we can see there's some leakage here. Okay. It's right underneath the box. What's been happening to my salary as a result? Down by 3 shillings a day. A life-threatening situation in a number of ways. Well, incidentally, what became of that meter? That became of it. Still got it. Oh. Right here.
Well, no wonder they call you Meterman.
I think it'd be prudent for the court to sequester this item while the trial is ongoing. Oh, neat. Okay, well, we have this too now.
Well, definitely. Although at first glance, there doesn't appear to be anything unusual about it.
Yeah, we're gonna find something unusual about it.
Examine.
Alright, so let's... Oh, I mean, that's pretty unusual, right?
Huh? What's this? Have you spotted something, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, just here. There's a little hole, do you see? Goodness, you're right. I wouldn't have noticed.
It's not a very neat hole, is it? Not professionally made, I'd say.
So, you think it might have been opened up by Mr. Shamspear?
Possibly.
Seems the people of the ultimate... well, it certainly seems to go all the way through to the inside.
Yeah, but there's no way a coin could fit through here.
That's true. But even so, it seems a little more than suspicious. It seems more than a little suspicious.
Alright, cool. We got that. Anything else weird? Yeah, looks to be about it. Okay. Let's move this along, shall we? Continue with your testimony. But I would say, as much as I value the contents of that meter... Ugh. Present? It was tampered with, ma'am. It was so tampered with.
Objection!
Well, Lady Altamont, I'm afraid to say that this meter clearly does show signs of having been tampered with.
What?
Get away! I've been over and over that thing. I didn't look under it, though. I'm telling ya, there ain't nothing wrong with it.
Well, in that case,
what do you have to say about this small hole that's been made at the base of the coin box? Hole? What?
You're right. You're quite right. There's a little hole there. The meters are supposed to have that. None of the others do.
In other words, we can assume that Mr. Shamspear secretly opened up this hole himself.
Yes. I wouldn't be all that surprised, but why?
Yeah, what? I mean, it's tiny. You could get fallen through that.
Lady Altamont? Well, I wonder if you could give the court some more details about your meter design. What sort of details?
Well, what I specifically like to know is... Oops. I just clicked. I didn't mean to do that. How can the meter be dismantled?
Dismantled?
Well, yeah, given that there's no signs of having it been forced. I'm wondering if perhaps rather than being broken open, it might have been taken apart.
Well, yes, that does make some sense. The padlocks are made by a first-class locksmith from the finest quality steel. And the meter box itself is made from plate steel as well, welded shut to ensure that it can't be opened again. I can assure you it's quite impossible to dismantle it.
Oh yeah, nothing leaks from an all-plant meter. No coins, no gas, no nothing.
I see.
The witness will amend her formal testimony with that information, in case it is pertinent.
As you wish, my lord.
Man, what was the other option? Cause okay, all the joints are welded shut. And the lock is made from solid steel. Let me just let's press this real quick. Right? Yeah. Nope, no. No, go back. Let's press her.
Hold it!
Has anyone ever tried? Oh yeah, they tried, but they're all given up before long.
After all, if they actually broke the meter, the company would be able to take legal action.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? Is the welded steel construction significant? Or perhaps there's some other aspect of the meter's construction that we should be focusing on?
Yeah, you may be right. Perhaps I should try a different tact here. Like asking about how the meter differentiates coins, for example. Delve deeper. Well, how's the meter tell the difference between different coins?
What do you mean?
Well, for example, if someone were to put in 1 penny coin, that wouldn't work presumably, would it?
No, of course not.
So, well, how does the meter know that the coin has been fed? Is it through penny bit?
Ah, I see what you're getting at now. The meter tests coins apart by their shape and size, which includes their thickness. A threepenny bit is about 3/4 of an inch in diameter, you see? Other coins just won't fit.
Oh, I see. It's clearly been very well thought out. The witness will amend her formal testimony with that information in case it is pertinent.
As you wish, my lord.
I want to present saying, hey, he was making fake money. Just shapes of fake money. I don't have a medallion bit anymore. Which is, no, I was about to submit that. No, I didn't mean to submit anything. I'm not submitting anything. But also, hold on, let me examine this real quick. Okay, no, never mind. Let's just press it.
Hold it!
If not, we're gonna present the soap. But conversely then, it would seem that anything matching the 3-pence coin exactly in terms of diameter and thickness could equally well be used. Would that be true?
Well, yes, in a way. The weight comes into a certain extent as well.
Without that though, anyway. If I find any fake coins inside the coin box when I empty the meter. The contract says the customer has to pay 100 times the amount they diddled as a fine. We live for moments like that, less gasmen do. Live for them. It would seem the gas company has thought of everything. Oh, hurrah for gas! Hooray for cash! Ultimate all the way! I like them.
That's quite enough of that.
Well, remind me, how big are 3-penny bits?
About 3/4 of an inch across. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? Is this 2 centimeters measurement significant? Perhaps there's something other aspect of this construction we should be focusing on.
Yeah, you may be right. No. Leave it. Let's return to the testimony.
Of course, my lord. As I was saying, they can't be manipulated.
No. Okay, hold on. Let's go back. Alright. And how much space did we say this was? Oh? Look, it's more soap. About 2 centimeters across.
Or 3/4 of an inch.
Oh, do you think? Well, we did find the soap at the scene, didn't we?
Yes. And there were 2 bars on that little ledge just outside the window. So we took this one.
But I'm sure that when we first found it, there was some sort of reddish medallion in the middle there. I remember it clearly. Well, yeah, but there's no sign of it now. Okay, yeah, hold on. Okay, there we go. We got the full thing now, so let's present that.
Objection!
Well, let me just confirm something here. If the diameter and thickness were to be correct, the meter would accept any object as if it were a through-penny bit. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, by something of a coincidence, while we were investigating Mr. Shakespeare's room, we found a particular item that matches the dimensions perfectly.
Something the same size as a through-penny bit? What was it?
The item in question is this. Ah! Have you been inhaling gas? That's wild soap.
It certainly looks something like a through-penny bit, I must say.
Okay, I'm gonna put exactly what I mean here. If you turn the soap about, turn around, and present this 3-penny bit size. You
turn over the soap and see what I mean. Are you referring to that round depression in the middle of the soap there? Yeah, that's right. The depression is approximately 3/4 of an inch in diameter. Or in other words, almost exactly the same size as a threepenny bit.
Get away! Does anyone here present have anyone have a threepenny bit? Quickly now, hand over your coins, ladies and gentlemen.
It sounds rather like a highway robbery, doesn't it?
Thanks to a kind member of the public in the gallery, I here have a threepenny bit. Now to see if it fits. My word. It couldn't be more snug. Why am I going southern for everybody? I can't get out of it.
Well, yeah, as I suspected. This is without a doubt a vital clue to explain how the Ultimate Gas Company is being defrauded. Can you pay me to be your lawyer to cover this? Because I think I just did work for you. I didn't mean to, for free. Oh, I don't believe it.
Magics again. So what? Yeah. So your assertion amounts to what? That some inferior bar of soap has a tentative connection to the theft of gas.
Duh! The depression in the soap was clearly made by a threepenny bit.
I must concur, at least, that pushing a coin in with some force into a poor quality bar of soap such as this is a remarkably simple way of replicating the coin shape. And then you could use, well, some melted wax or something to pour it into the mold. You can make fake coins in no time.
This brings all the pieces of the puzzle together. It's the method Mr. Shamspeare had been using to steal the gas. That's the missing link. And now, if I follow the chain of thought, it's going to bring me to a new explanation for what happened that nobody's considered yet. But this is all nonsense. If the man had been making fake coins, my worker here would have found them when he emptied the meter.
Quite true, Lady Altamont. In the absence of some black magic that can make them disappear. You see the puddle, don't you, Von Zieks? I see. That's what we're dealing with, is it? There's one form of black magic that could cause the fake coins to disappear into thin air, yes.
Yep, exactly. And the meter here gives it away. But what on earth? There are remnants of the magical method used visible on the gas meter taken from the victim's room.
If that's your assertion, counsel, the defense will identify these remnants for the court at once. Uh-oh. Where on the meter can the remnants of the method used to make these fake coins disappear be seen? Is it not the hole? Right? Also, what was our... okay, it's gotta be the hole, right?
Got it!
We found this bar of soap at the scene of the crime, just outside the victim's window.
Outside?
Well, yeah, outside. Where you yourself, Mr. Meaderman, were loitering in the freezing winter air. That's where we found this soap.
Ah, I get it!
Yeah, that's right. The answer, of course, is ice.
Did you say ice?
Mr. Shamspeare had been leaving soaps like this outside his window each evening, filled with water. After a night outside in the bitter cold, the water is completely frozen solid in the morning. Then he takes his fake coins of ice and feeds them into the gas meter, giving him light and warmth in spades.
As his room becomes very comfortably warm, the ice now inside the meter's coin box melts,
turning back into water and draining harmlessly away through the small hole made in the underside of the meter. That's how, without leaving any evidence of his wrongdoing, this man has been stealing Altamont gas. Just like that. So simply. Is he trying to make us look like idiots? He's been fooling us all with some bars of soap and some water. Yeah, that's right, madam. I don't believe it. It can't be true. Do you have any idea how much money we spent to develop that new meter? And now you have the audacity to suggest that a bit of soap and some water can render it totally useless. Hey, I helped you. I'm fairly sure I didn't design it. Evidence. Huh? I want evidence. If you're going to stand there and tell me our meters are rubbish, I want to see proof. She's very good at enforcing accountability, isn't she? Very well, Lady Altamont. If you'd like evidence, I'll provide it. What? Mr. Naruhodo, are you saying you do actually have evidence to support this theory? I do, and I know what it is. I feel very smart right now. I did notice a trace of something that bothered me a little at the time. And I have a feeling that this theory we've come up with now could explain it. Here you go. Here's the evidence. Beep, 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 beep.
Take that!
This is a photograph of the scene of the poison where the victim was discovered, taken by Inspector Gregson. And it clearly shows the remnants of the crime carried out by Mr. Shamspeare. What remnants? Beep, 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 beep. Here you see the gas meter on the wall in Mr. Shamspeare's room. Now look closely at the floorboards directly underneath the meter. He didn't even put a towel out or anything. What's that? Some kind of grubby stain? Well, certainly it's a water stain, resulting from the liquid that drained out the hole made in the meter. If one coin gives around 2 hours of gas usage, and the alchemist was heating his room in all waking hours, you can imagine he would have used around 10 of his fake coins every day. Melting ice inside the meter's coin box would have been dripping out almost constantly, leaving a stain on the floor. This is awful. And there's further evidence, too. Mr. Shamspeare slumped over at his table, apparently having consumed strychnine. And right there next to him is a bar of soap broken in half. You're right.
It would appear to me then, Counsel, that the man was eating the soap, was he?
Pardon me for disagreeing with your lordship, but certainly not. He didn't beat around the bush here, didn't he? In truth, Mr. Shamspeare was found with a fork in his hand.
The meal of soap is soundingly increasingly likely. Look, do you mean to say he was using that fork to...
Uh-huh. To extract a frozen coin from the bar of soap. But the bar broke in half. So perhaps it didn't go very well.
Good gracious.
Cat von Zeeks!
I was throwing my hand up in despair,
and happened to catch my hallowed bottle on the way.
Pray forgive my maladroit mistake. What was the meaning of this, Counsel?
Allow me to pose my learned friend a question. What exactly did you establish with your most recent cross-examination? Well, Mr. Shamspeare is a filthy, dirty liar. That Mr. Shamspeare is a liar and a thief. In other words, that his testimony is unreliable. Yeah, what she said. Very well. Let's assume the man is a liar. Now allow me to pose another question. What possible difference does that make? Well, we know that blah 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 can be discounted. Scotland Yard's investigation revealed no sign of another vessel that contained poison. And on the night in question, there were no visitors to the room except the accused. The young gasman's testimony, which we have no reason to doubt, has confirmed that. Furthermore, the only possible way the poison could have entered the victim's body is via the tea. Of course, see no evidence whatsoever to suggest otherwise. Even if William Shamspeare is the liar you claim him to be, which he is, these facts have been objectively established. There's no escaping it. And
Therefore, in light of these facts, the prosecution calls for immediate abdication.
You're kidding me! What?
Order! Well, counsel, how does the defense respond?
Mr. Naruhodo, what was the point of that last cross-examination? Did it actually get us anywhere? Or did I make no difference at all, like Lord Van Zieks is saying? Wait, no, this isn't over. The defense will not rest.
What? But counsel, you successfully explained everything. You've identified and substantiated the unscrupulous method employed by Mr. Shamspeare to consume gas. What more is there to discuss?
Lord Van Zieks just highlighted 3 facts in order to make his point. But contrary to what he would have the court believe, not all of them have been objectively established at all. Look at I sound like a real lawyer.
What are you trying to say?
At least one of the so-called facts is an assumption, made due to a lack of evidence. But the situation has changed now, following the cross-examination of the latest witnesses to take the stand.
Don't be absurd. What is this nonsense?
Yeah, when you bring everything we've learned so far together and consider it as a whole, it's clear. Oh no. Oh, was the poison in the tea? Okay, cool. We've all been led to believe that the strychnine poison was afflicted Mr. Shamspeare was in the tea brought to him by Mr. Natsume. Thus conjecture at best.
Objection!
The victim has testified that nothing else passed his lips that night. There's no other possibility.
We established he's a liar.
And since there was no trace of tea left in the scene, it couldn't be tested for traces of poison.
Objection!
Wait, there's a wine bottle too, wasn't there, that we looked at? As I said, the situation has changed. Because in fact, some of Mr. Natsume's tea was left at the scene. And a particular piece of evidence proves it.
Objection!
A ludicrous claim. Scotland Yard detectives investigated the scene. Oh, the teacups! Investigated the scene exhaustively. What evidence are you suggesting they missed? The defense has made a bold claim indeed. Very well, counsel. Present your proof. What evidence from the scene of the crime can tell us about the nature of the defendant's tea?
The teacups, right? The tea ring?
Take that!
What exactly is this piece of evidence supposed to reveal about Mr. Natsume's tea, counsel?
Well, I suspect it may possibly be related to the tea in some small way if you dig deep enough.
You'd be digging for a very long time indeed. You're very wrong. Crap! Even at the bottom of the deepest chasm, you'll find no sense of absurd assertion.
Okay, let me try again. I'm sorry. We'll do it. Sometimes I wish I could disappear down a deep chasm to escape his deep sarcasm. Alright. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Court adjourned. And then I never became a lawyer ever again. Alright, retrieve from the scene, please. Alright, plus that, I now have 5 lives, and not as much evidence. Okay, so I did the cups, I did the paper, I did that. Should I try the soap? Ah!
Take that!
Good gracious. The soap again? The same bar the victim used to fashion his coins of ice?
Well, yeah, that's right, my lord. It just came back to me. Something about when we first found this bar of soap at the sea yesterday. It's more bars of soap. Oh, what are they doing lined up at the ledge outside the window?
Yeah, where's this going?
Well, I'm quite certain when we originally stumbled upon the bars of soap, there was actually a frozen coin in each bar.
So, you discovered the gas thief's coin factory. Fascinating. In a way, yeah, but there's more. The coins were found in the soap at the time weren't normal ice. There was something strange about them, you mean? Well, exactly. Something very obviously strange. They were red. The ice was red. No, you mean... Yeah, that's right. It was obvious to me now. The fake coins in the soap were made from frozen tea. I didn't even think it could be red tea, any red tea. Huh. Huh. Okay. My god, drink cinnamon tea. It's kind of reddish. What? I'd remind the court of a statement made by Mr. Natsume earlier in this trial. That evening, yeah. I had to take some freshly brewed tea with me when I visited Mr. Shamster's room as a gift. Public... Oh, I was right! The water pump was frozen. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Ah, yes. I believe there had been a snowfall that day. It was particularly cold. Sadly, on such occasions, the poorly constructed water mains on the East End are prone to freezing. So on the night in question, Mr. Shamster, having no running water to use, was forced to use tea brought by Mr. Natsume in order to make his fake coins. My word. There were 2 bars of soap on the window ledge when my judicial assistant and I investigated the scene. That's right. And we only borrowed one of them. Which means that even as we speak, some of the defendant's tea is still present on the scene of the crime. Frozen solid in a bar of soap outside Mr. Shamster's window. Extraordinary! Watch it not have any poison. I mean, no, watch it don't have poison. Earlier today, Inspector Gregson informed the court that if even 1 drop of tea remained, Scotland Yard would be able to analyze it for poison. As such, we are now in a position to prove or disprove what has until now been mere conjecture. By finding out for sure whether or not Mr. Natsume's tea actually contains strychnine at all. Ugh, you smug person. My lord, we cannot do the defendant the injustice of passing judgment now. The police should be dispatched to recover the remaining bar of soap from the scene at once. And the defense requests a thorough analysis of the frozen tea embedded in it to determine whether or not it contains any poison. Bailiff! Bailiff, instruct the police to attend to the scene at once. Yes, my lord, understood. It would seem we have no choice but to suspend these proceedings for the time being. I trust you have no objection, Lord Van Zinks? None, my lord. Scotland Yard will recover the tea from the scene and carry out the requisite tests immediately. The trial will resume at the same hour tomorrow. The prosecution and defense may conduct further investigations as appropriate in the interim. Yes, my lord! Well, you managed to scrape through there somehow. Thank you, counsels. Court is adjourned until tomorrow. To be continued. And I will see you guys all next time. Laters.